Okay, so say hello to YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Today we're gonna talk a little about job interview. We're gonna have this experience to think about our answers, our weaknesses, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and all these questions we usually have during job interviews. I'm here with Wanda, Karina, Fernanda, Elosman, and Jefferson. And I'm gonna start as usual by presenting myself. My name is Sarah. I'm a hostess here on TNT for about a month, but I've been here for 2 months, so I was just to learn English, and I wanted to become a hostess because I thought it was a great way to develop skills, not only for English, but for communicating and to improve my self-confidence, and that's why I'm here. I live in the south of Bahia, and it's been so rewarding to learn, to be around different people every week, so I love it every second. How about you, Jefferson? Go ahead, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás, and I'm here on TNT to improve my English and make friends. That's it.
That's perfect. Thanks for coming. Wanda, your turn.
I'm Wanda. I'm from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. I have 2 cats, 2 sons, and a grandson. I'm a dentist, and I have a hobby. I'm a scuba diver.
That's awesome. I've never done it, scuba diving. It seems so fun. Thanks, Wanda. And you, Fernanda.
Oh my God. Hello, guys. I'm Fernanda. Nice to meet you. I am 18 years old and I study technology in college. I'm here to improve my English, Yeah, that's it. How about you guys?
Karina, you can go now.
I am Karina. I'm from Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, but nowadays I live in Toronto, Canada. I was a civil engineer, but now I look for a job, so this is a good topic for me. And I am 25 years old, and that's it.
Have you done any interview in English before?
Yeah, one time I had the opportunity and was a little nervous because it was my first time English interview. But I hope I had more interviews.
Yeah. It's challenging, but I think it's really nice to have this experience as well. And last but not least, Elosman, go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is Elosman. I'm from Ceará, but I live in Minas Gerais. I'm 25 years old. I'm a graduate in the letters, Portuguese and English. And that's it. TNT has been my second home lately, as I have no one another. And that's it.
Yeah, I've been here a lot too. Every time someone asks, can someone replace me? I'm like, okay, I can do it. Just because of the time, the experience, and the conversations are always great. So guys, I'm gonna start by reading the first question. Then I'm gonna choose the next person. I'm asking you to choose the person to answer after you as well, okay? So the first question is talk about yourself in 2 minutes. So we're gonna try to stick to the time here, okay? Because it's like a simulation, so I think it will be interesting. My time starts now. Okay, so my name is Sarah. I'm 26. I live with my family, and I graduated in business 2 years ago, and currently I'm enjoying the time at home to learn new abilities and to take some courses to develop my English. And right now, I've been trying to improve my self-confidence, to speak, to communicate with other people. I think this is really important. And during my time away from the job market, I've done some stuff like working with sales with beauty products. I worked with sales for a while, and trying to learn, to develop myself. And I think I'm an outgoing person. I like to have fun with my friends, to learn, to have new experiences. So I'm someone who is always looking for new chances to grow up, to be around people who can help me this kind of experience, you know. So that's it. I hope we have a nice time here today. How about you, Karina? Sorry, guys, for the noise.
No
Go ahead.
problem. And Karina, I currently live in Toronto. I am by a designer that is a 3D modeler, project modeler. I work with this for over 4 years. I graduated in civil engineering in 2019. I consider myself a very persistent person. So when I found some difficult, I will try to improve and understand what I want and make my best. What I can say more? I am a food person. I love everything about food and going in new restaurants and experience new culture. Like in Toronto, I have opportunity to know a lot different countries, restaurants. Like here, it's the multicultural city, so it's also for people that like this kind of thing. I think that's it. I don't know more.
Question. I gotta confess, I'm a little nervous too, but let's go ahead. Thank you, Karina. How about you, Jefferson? You have a great resume, I'm sure.
I have a lot of things to say. Okay. Good afternoon. I'm here to this interview. I'm Jefferson. I'm graduate in economics. I did master and doctorate. I did master in Federal University of Goiás and doctorate in UNB in Brasilia. I'm a research. I have a lot of research about railroads, about sugar cane now in Goiás, and a lot of other research that I made by my life. I think it's 10 kinds of research. Now I'm 63 years old, and I'm professor from Catholic. I'm administrated now the developed economics and Brazilian economics and financial, about financials at undergraduate course. And postgraduate course, I'm a professor too. I'm a professor for regional development. I love to make friends. It's very important for me to make friends. I speak English and Spanish, and I can comprehend something about French. I can sometimes some words in German and Italian. And I need this job. I'm applying for this job because I need this job. I need to work as a research and as a professor at Toronto University where Karina is trying to apply for a job. That's it. And nice to see you. Nice to know you.
Okay, thanks for coming. Good luck with your applying. And we're gonna go to the next candidate right now, okay? Elisman, please talk a little about yourself.
I can try because I've never done this before, in English. Okay. My name is Elisman. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Ceará, but I live in Minas Gerais. I'm a graduate in letters, Portuguese and English, but I don't work as an English teacher. I'm taking. So I have a goals in this life. It's to make money through my knowledge, through work, and I like studying, and I'm always reinventing myself, doing something different because I can't get stopped, I can't get still. I always move forward, and not move backward. And that's it.
Thank you, Elisman. We're gonna see your resume, and I'm gonna talk with you again. We always hear that, right? Let me see, Fernanda. Your turn.
Okay, so I am Fernanda. I am 18 years old, and I study technology in college. I really enjoy listening to music and programming language, because I study that. And I live in Carapicuíba, São Paulo. I live with my mother, and my grandmother lives near to me, and that's it, guys.
Okay, thank you, Fernanda. Wanda, you have the word now.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about me, but I'm a good person, a nature person. Like I said, I am a scuba diving, and I get some divings for rescue turtles and cut the nets, have many nets inside the sea, and we need to cut because dolphins and turtles get inside this kind and suffer and died, need to cut, and we need to take off the sea coral, sand coral. This kind of coral eat every fishes and lives, marine lives in our Brazil sea. It's terrible that. And I look for a job with my skills, diving or dentist. I'm a dentist. I can't do the somatorium and then tooths and sharks because it's so difficult. And it's that I'm a nature person. I like protect life, animal lives. I like protections of cats, of person. Nowadays, I scribe to together with the firemen to protect possums, because I have many possums here in my city, and they murder the possums. But possums is a marsupial. It's not a rat, a big rat. It's a marsupial. It's so beautiful and useful. It's like that. I'm a nature person.
So Thank you, Wanda. Now I'm curious. What's your job dream job? You're applying for what position? Pretending to apply for what position?
Yeah. My dream job. I love my job. I'm a dentist and I love my job. And to put together dentist and scuba diving, I don't know what can I do.
Yeah, but that's great. I think everyone brought great points about themselves, and we can learn a little bit more about each other, right?
Yeah.
Question number 2. The most the most the worst question ever. What are some of your greatest strengths? What and your weaknesses? Talking about myself, I'd say my strength is to be flexible and to be able to adapt to different situations. Like I've worked in the public sector and the private. I've worked in colleges. I've worked in the I don't know how to say it. I've worked in different kinds of companies, so I could learn a little about each one of them. So I think this is important. This can make me add so much to your company because of this. And I think another one is that I'm good with deadlines. You know, like I know I have to deliver this result in a time, and I'm gonna do everything I need, and which is legal, of course, to deliver and to have the best outcome from what I've got. So I think this is really important. And talking about my weaknesses, I think sometimes I want to do a lot of things at the same time, but I'm working on that. Like I trying to schedule, to create a routine for myself with apps and to write things down. So I gotta know what is most important, what are my priorities. So I think this is something I'm working on, and it's something to improve about myself. Yeah. And Karina, what's your answer for this one?
I think I consider me a persistent person for straight. And like when I find some difficult, I will try research and look for answer and ask for people or my colleagues and try anything to answer with what I have difficult or what I don't know when I don't know the thing. And also I consider myself as a team player. I love work with people and help them to improve their work, or they help me as well. And for street, I think is this. And for weakness, I think I am not good with public speaker. I am a little shy, so this is a challenge for me, but I always try to improve this. So this kind of conversation for me in talk, it's an improvement because I speak with different people, and I always try think that it's not problem talk with public and that. So I always try to improve this and try not be shy in this situation and everything. How about you, Wanda?
Yeah, I think my strengths, I'm a friendly person, and my weakness, I hate routines, and I need a job that don't have routines. I'm not I'm a little mess person because I don't like to put together color and color, thinking the thing. I'm a little bit mess, and I'm a little bit ultimately, I I think, and I do the thing. I don't get a time to plan, to think about. It's like that. I think it's a terrible thing, but I'm in my age and I don't want to to change this. It's okay for me. And you, Fê?
For me, sometimes, because sometimes I am really curious, a curious person. I like to know everything, I like to read. I think this is a quality for me. But sometimes I think more with my heart than my reason. I sometimes I feel myself the feeling leaving me, and I take wrong decisions. I think this is my weakness. How about you, Jefferson?
Okay, it's tough questions to talk about ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but contrary of Wanda, I'm very methodic. I have a terrible schedule. I know everything that I must to do every day, every week, every month, because as a professor, I have a lot of things to do, and I need to be good, be good at be good at the things, and be good as a professor. That's very, very important for me. I think I'm a good professor because I have the evaluation of myself, the evaluation by the students. It's very interested. Only good grades. I think it's very good for me. And I love to read too. I think it's a strength. I used to read most of the time. I'm reading something because I'm open to everything that is new, like knowledge. I love knowledge. I love to read about language. It's very important to know language because language can open the door for you for the world. You can learn about culture, politics, and customs and people and a lot of things of the world. And I think my weakness now, I need to have more time to study French. I'm just, I need to study more. I need to study more. I'm not just studying English and Spanish because I'm just watching films and reading a lot in English and Spanish. And I need to study more business intelligence and our language. I think this is my weakness because I work with figures, I work with numbers, and I need this kind of program. That's it.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if you guys have LinkedIn, it's social media, but people are always talking about coding and Java and C, Python, this kind of language. I'm not familiar with, as you can see, but I think it's important for us to be updated to these changes because technology is the future and Fernanda is in the right course, in my opinion. And how about you, Wilsma?
I'm a kind of person that when I don't know something, I learned, I like learning or study something, Example, when I was working in a bakery, I didn't know anything, but I learned. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. But I learned, everything that I could, and and the other one for me is think. I like to think because, example, if I if I want to do something, I want to, I have to think before, you know, because I obviously see many people do something without thinking before, you know. That's why anything comes out the way they want, you know. I like think before do. I study, you know, when I don't know, and I'm kind of person that I like put my thoughts in action, you know, because I'm not that kind of one that only think in, and at the same time don't fulfill these goals, you know. I believe there's another one, another ability, you know, that I consider. And my three weakness is because, example, when I don't like I don't like working with lazy people, you know, people who don't like to think, that don't do the part of them, and expecting for another person to do for them, you know. It's kind of boring to me. So sometimes I can't keep up, you know, the thing that that somebody or many people are doing, you know, because of information. And I'm shy a little. Yeah, I can keep up. I'm shy a little, and my another weakness is don't want to work a kind of person that don't like to think before doing. Only this.
Yeah, I totally agree with the part of working with lazy people, because you have to work twice as hard, and it sucks. Yeah. Let me see what question we can do now. Question number 4. Karina, can you read the question and answer it, please? You can think about your career or the career you want to follow. It's up to you.
Okay. Why did you choose this career? I started learning the software that I work, and I found a way to like, because actually when I started doing my graduating civil engineer, I didn't like it, actually, because I was only think about working on site in construction place, and I didn't like this. So when I started learning the software, I find a way to work in the construction, and with a creative way to work, because I'm a creative person too. And I chose this because I can work with a lot of things that I like creative, with software that I think I learn for and fast learning with this kind of software. And I think that's it. I was a little confused at what I said, but I think that's it.
No, it was pretty clear. Thank you for answering the question. How about you, Wanda? Wanda? Oh, sorry. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I have a little trouble in my microphone. Okay. I am a dentist, and since I was a child, I love tooth and play like as a dentist. My colleagues when I was a child, don't like this kind of joy, play, and it's terrible to me because I love this kind of play. Play as a dance, and when I grow up, I take this job. It's my dream. I love my job. I go to my office with a big smile because I stay there and I love stay there. I'm a realized woman. I love my job. And you, Jefferson?
I think I will follow Wanda now. I agree with Wanda. I love what I do as a profession. I love because it's very grateful when you study something, some problem, and you present this problem to the students. You can solve the problem. It's very nice. I think it's very interesting because you learn with the students. Every day you have something new. And I love to talk about the Brazilian situation because we need to change this situation. And with my students, we are constructed a new Brazil about economics. It's very important for me. And as research, I think it's the same. I'm research with a lot of students as postgraduate course about, for example, the expansion of sugarcane in Goiás, about corn, about soya, and something like this. And I love to study this situation because we learn how the state of Goiás is growing and the way this state is growing. For me, it's very important to think about it and to do this. And I really love to have challenges. Every day we have a challenge as a professor and as a research too. And I love challenges. I'm moved by challenges. That's what make me alive and more grateful about my life and my society. That's it.
Jefferson,
Yeah.
what about the environment and the plantations of sugarcane?
Yeah, we discussed a lot about this. It's a big problem. We need to take care about this because it's not just to plant this kind, but you need to talk, to think about the environment. And we are discussing this in our project in Goiás. We have a lot of mitigates measures to avoid big impact in the environment. Mitigações, medidas mitigadoras, that you use here in Goiás.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jefferson. I'm doing a postgraduate course in economics, and I'm learning so much because I've had some economics during college, but this time is a little different. The approach is different. So I really like this field you work on. I think it's really interesting. Guys, I'm sorry for some interruptions because I'm actually waiting for a feedback for an interview I did. So my phone rings there, but that's okay. Sorry for that. It's silent now. I'm gonna answer since I'm talking already. So I've chosen this path because I love working with people, like knowing how can I help, not only selling products, but also being able to know that I made difference in someone's life. Like if you have to buy something, for me, maybe it's not it cannot be so important to other people, but it's important for you, and I can help, and I have the ways to help you, and you feel grateful after that. That means a lot to me. So that's why I choose to work um, with custom success. So this is a way to make sure my clients are happy and people are having their lives change in some way, you know. So I think it's really important. So in there I can use my skills that I learned in college, how to deal with different people and to make all the bureaucratic part, like to make the paper and to create a routine for myself. I can combine these two things, like to summarize, to do the paperwork, like as I said, and to have the relationship part, like we're having right now, this experience to meet different people and to be around, to learn from each other, to see life through the perspective of different a different person. So that's really important for me, and that's why I choose this career. How about you, Osman? Why did you choose your profession?
It's the funniest part because I didn't choose this perfection. It chose me, you know. But I only remember that I've always liked English, you know, and letters course has English, Portuguese, and Spanish. But I studied only English in Portuguese. Uh, Today I um, I can take a class um, of Portuguese, philosophy, Latin, English, and in Portuguese. But don't I don't teach someone because I choose this for me, you know. But when as I said before, I've always liked English, and in the course I had the opportunity to learn a little bit about English, you know, because I study English by myself. I have this development by myself, you know, in my home with my skills. And but the the only one way that I liked so much and choose this perfection is because I like teach, you know, someone I like see when someone recognizes what I thought for her, you know, and when he or she says, oh, thank you, because if you weren't you, I couldn't do it, you know, without your help. And sometimes I'm so grateful about this moment because I only teach it's because I teach Spanish, but from my sister and my niece, but I don't teach in a class, you know, for many students. But I believe that's why I choose this perfection, you know. I have this don't I forget how to say this in English, you know. That's my opinion about this and my choice.
Thank you. I remember you said you weren't working as a professor, as a teacher, right? You choose another profession right now. What do you do?
Now
I'm just curious.
I'm a little as I said before, I'm private myself. Today I'm doing a kind of chocolate that I don't know the name, but this kind of chocolate don't sell in my city, you know. But I had the idea that brand this to sell it in the city that I live, where I live, you know. because I will have more lucros, you know, because it's a specific switch from the place where I came, because I'm not from Sudeste, I'm from Northeast, you
Oh,
know,
I see.
I'm from Nordeste.
Yeah,
Entendeu?
my city has a tradition with chocolate too, so I think it's a great coincidence. Thank you for sharing. How about you,
Uhum.
Fernanda? We don't have a lot of time, but I wanna know Fernanda answer for this one.
I think the first reason that I choose this career is because I really like technology and I really like programming language, you know. I am a very curious person, so and since I was, 15 years old, I start programming, you know, and I start like technology. So my mother put me a course of informatics. You know, in the start of this course is really hard, you know, because I don't know everything. I don't know how to chat, you know, in the keyboard. So it's really hard, but when the time is passing, you know, I became really good in informatics, you know, and I think that's why I like it because I am very curious. It is curious, uh, taking me to learn more and more, and I became good. I think is that.
Thank you. Great answer. I think you look pretty confident with your choice, so that's awesome. Guys, I'd like to do one more question. Does anyone have suggestions, or I can choose one? Let me see. I'm gonna do question number 11 then. How can the new process to choose people for a job segregate people? Like we have a lot of online process now, and sometimes they ask for fluent English and this kind of skill, you know. So, in my opinion, it's about you don't have the same opportunities to everyone since the beginning, and when they get to the job market, it's even harder for them to get a position because from the start they've had this challenge to overcome, to not have, they didn't have such a good education or other social problems, you know. So when you put such this obstacle, like you have to be fluent in English, you have to be pretty good, you have to be expert Excel, for example, and Office. I think it's really hard for people to feel encouraged to pursue the jobs and to try to go in the career because they feel like they aren't good enough, you know. And yeah, that's what I think. How about you, Jefferson?
I think the most important thing is to fight to meritocracy, no matter the color, no matter the country, or no matter a lot of things. It's very important. If you are good at something, you have knowledge. If you like challenges, you must have the job that I'm looking for or you're applying. That's very important. I'm against segregate people. I can't imagine a society now with segregate people. I can't imagine this kind of thing. That's it.
Yeah, that's a thought from the past. I totally agree. How about you, Fernanda?
The first thing I want to say is I agree with you, Sarah, because I think the opportunities are not equal for everyone, you know. So I think some people have more opportunity than others, but it's okay, you know, because how can I say, each country is different of each country, you know, and I think people can be really, you know, like really can have really prejudice about other people, and I think this new process, you know, are changing the people, you know. but I think when do you want something, you don't have to desist of this thing that you want, you know. I think you have to run after you can get at this thing, you know.
Yeah, perfect. Keep your motivation up. How about you, Karina?
Yeah, I agree that a lot of people don't have the same opportunity than others, so it's difficult to arrive at the same level of skills and education when don't have the same opportunities. And but yeah, and not only for the skills, but some countries like Fernando said, and a lot of things, and like here in Toronto, it's here to the experience that I have experienced Brazil, but I don't have experience in Canada, so they don't give opportunity to me because I don't have the experience. So it's higher the experience of this, but the new process. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what to say more. Sorry.
Thanks for sharing your opinion. I think you brought some great points here. And Wanda, please.
I totally agree with Jefferson because the job is for meritocracy, not for segregation, kind of people. Everyone is the same, but knowledge and meritocracy and friendly is a kind of get a job or not get a job, not another kinds of things, nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's I have to see the both sides. Like it's important for you to work for what you want, but it's also important to give the new ones the chance to grow, to develop, you know, the skills. That's what I think. I can see the both points you brought today. Let me see. We have uh, some seconds. People are coming back for the main one. I want to thank you guys for being here today. Sadly, we couldn't answer all the questions, but that always happens. I'm getting used to that. And thank you guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Conversation.
Yeah,
It's nice to have you.
It's always a pleasure. So people are back now. I can see everyone's here. Is here. I wanna ask João, how are you, my baby? How are you today? Did you enjoy the conversation?
So yeah, it was good. You know, like we talk about some of the questions. You know, like of simulate the job. In the final, we change to the final questions. You know, like about how technology changed the job world, and we was saying about how this can be segregated. You know, so it was amazing to talk about this, and yeah.
Thanks for being here today. I'm gonna ask, let me see, Ricardo. I have a question for you, okay?
Yes.
I'd like to know if you think it's LinkedIn the new resume. Do you know?
Yeah, this was the last question we were discussing about. I believe so. It's more than with the resume. It's like a social media that you can interact with other persons. But everything that you can have in your CV, you can have in the LinkedIn profile. And you can also attach some documents there. So I was saying that in my profile, in my LinkedIn profile, I have basically everything that I have in my CV in my profile, but I also have my CV, my PDF document attached there, so everyone can check my profile or just open the file.
Yeah,
So,
I
yes.
didn't know. I
Yeah.
didn't know you could put the document there, the PDF.
Yeah, you can do. So I believe it's all the companies are using it, and I believe it's the new resume and more.
it's great for networking as well, right? I've met
Yes.
some people who helped me with my career. I met Phil from Talk there, so I think you had a great answer for this question. Thank you. Guys, I posted here the links, 3 links. The first one is for a survey. You can give your feedback and a score if you want. You can leave a comment. The second one is for the link to this conversation. You can see yourself speaking or the others. And the third link is for TNT. You can have more information to book more classes if you want, Spanish, French, as I said at the beginning. And I think we have time for one more question. Let me see who I'm gonna choose. Bruna. Hello again.
Hello.
What about you? Do you still see presential job interviews?
Sorry, what's the question?
Okay, question number 12, the last one.
The
Do you
last
still
one.
see presential job interviews?
No, I think it's the oldest process in nowadays. But I like this kind of thing, but with all the people need to change for the real life with the pandemic.
Yeah, we've learned we can do so much from home, right? So why to go backwards and to have to take the bus and spend some money to have an interview? I totally agree.
Yeah, it's easier now.
I'm eager to work from home someday, maybe in the future when I'm more, I have more confidence and more independence to work by myself. I can do that. Right now, I still have to go to the place to work.
I totally agree with you.
Okay, so I think that's it. Thank you so much, Karina, Jefferson, Ricardo, Wanda.
Thank you very much,
Fernanda.
guys.
Thank you.
See you next time.
João left.
Take care.
See you next time. Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.